What's up, everyone? It's Chachi Power here with Rocket Punch Army to do a quick, hopefully quick review of the Transformers Generation Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. I tracked this guy down a couple weeks ago. I've only gotten around to it now to do the review, but nevertheless, here it is. I'm sure you guys have seen 10,000 videos on this guy already. But the box, very cool. Front and back have very nice designs. Got the whole Autobot logo thing with the whole weird grid design back here. Cool shots of, obviously, the prototype, which looks a lot cooler than the actual toy. Tech specs here. And nice artwork here off to the side, showing the glowing LED gimmick, which is included in this. As it says here, glowing eyes and mouth. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's rip this bad boy out of the box. Alright, so here he is out of the box. Looks great. Can't say it looks bad. It does look great. I know there's a lot of complaints out there on Grimlock. A lot of people saying it's a hollow figure and basically just complaining about it. But I have to say, guys, it is not too bad. It looks great, which is all I care about since I pretty much display most of my Transformers figures. But here's what they're talking about. You got the hollow legs. You know, got not, I wouldn't say soft plastic, but I mean it's thin enough where you can kind of squeeze it. And a lot of what the complaints about this really big hollow section. So I can understand, you know, why people would be bothered by that. But again, this thing does fit right back here, and no one really plays with the toys this way. You know, really, I don't play with them this way. I look at them this way, which is what counts and where it looks really good. Now, the sculpting is fantastic. I love the sculpt of the head. I love all the little details here. You know, everything has panel lines. It just looks really good. So no complaints in that department. I like the way the chest is done. It's got the clear red plastics here with the dark gray painted. So the paint apps aren't too bad. There's a lot more paint apps than I would have expected from a figure of this price point, which is about 20 bucks. So I like the way they did the reds here. So overall, not too bad, guys. I don't know where a lot of the complaints are coming from, and I know they're mostly due to the hollowness, but a lot of people, you know, decide they want to pass up on this when it's actually not too bad. Now, the plastics are not what, you know, I'm from, obviously, the 80s, and we grew up with, you know, the die-cast and plastic Transformers, and then you got the later Transformers after I pretty much got out of it that were made out of a hard, nice, shiny plastic. These plastics are nowhere near as, I'm not going to say they're not as durable. These plastics are very durable. They don't have that same high quality feel. It's almost like soapy. I always use the, excuse me, I always use the word soapy, but I don't know how else to explain it because the sculpting is a little bit soft. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and check the rest out. We want to start out with articulation here. We got the head. And by the way, speaking of the head, check that out. Check out that light piping, guys. That's not actually painted on there. That's been the light piping this whole time. So the light piping is incredible. Anyway, getting back to articulation. You got the shoulders, which move back and forth. I love that. This kind of movement is really cool. You have ratcheted arms. It feels like really soft ratchets. You don't actually hear them click, but you do feel them. And the arms do come out this way. You can't hear those ratchets, right? So that's cool. And then you have ratcheted elbows. Again, not sure if you can hear them, but they are there. And you got the hands here, which kind of move up and down a little bit. That's part of the transformation, but they do spin around this way. Unfortunately, he does not have a waist due to the design. He does have the hips that extend out this far. You do have the swivel right there. And you have the knee, which is on a ratchet. That's a little bit confusing. I used to think the knee was this part here. It's not. It's actually this section here. It's not right at this part where you would expect the knee to be. It's right up here. It's got the ratchets going on right there. You'll see the teeth. And then you got the feet here, which just move this way, but no adjustability for the angle. Now, even though the gimmick states that it's the glowing eyes and mouth in dinosaur mode, really it works in robot mode also, which is kind of cool the way they designed it for the mouth and eyes to just go right back here, or the head, right back there, right behind this Autobot logo there, because check this out, guys. I'm going to shut off some lights. And where's the tab? The glow actually comes right through the Autobot logo. I don't know if that's just coincidence, but you'll see the does shine right through the Autobot logo right there on the chest, and it also lights up these red pieces. I'm assuming it was done on purpose, right here at the waist too. Now, even though I'm not a big weapons fan, I do want to show you the weapons here. You get yourself a, it's not technically a weapon, it's a defense against weapons, but this is the shield here, molded in a clear orange plastic, which looks really nice. This plastic is actually a nice plastic. It's got the painted piece here with the little eyeball here, little gem there, whatever that is. Alright, and you also get his sword here, which is also done very nicely. Same orange plastic here, the clear orange, and again painted down here with a dark gray, which that dark gray is actually really cool looking. Same dark gray they use on his chest. So we'll go ahead, put him in his hands like so, and pop this. The shield actually goes right on the side here. And then you got Grimlock with his sword and shield. Now what we'll do is go ahead and check out his transformation, which is surprisingly very, very easy. As a matter of fact, I always use instructions and I didn't really have to for this guy. So let's go ahead and check it out. It's really just a couple of steps. So you want to bring this head section out, just unfold it. That way it gives space there for his head. And then just clip it in like that. Okay, now you already see it's pretty much done. All you got to do is fix the tail over here. You got to form the tail. So you bring the tail piece out by folding this up like so. So untab it from a certain spot in the front here. Again, bring the tail out. Come on, tail. There we go. Always chasing after tail. Alright, there we go. Then you got to tab these pieces on the tail here. You'll see it's got a little nubs and little holes on the other side. Line them up and then tab it together. Now once you got that tabbed together, these legs you don't just want to leave like sticking out like so. There's actually a ratcheting feature here which allows you to bring them in further into the body like that. So you do the same with the other side and you'll see they're right where the body is now. And then the hands, you want to get rid of the hands. You don't want the hands sticking out. So bring the hands in like that. Bring this claw forward, again, hand inside, and you pretty much got Grimlock now. That was a very easy transformation, wasn't it, guys? Very simple, but effective. It does look like, you know, Grimlock dinosaur. However, this is not cool. This is probably the biggest complaint, is just what the bottom looks like. It's literally a shell. Literally a shell. It looks good like this. Not so much like this. Looks alright like this, except again, a little weird back here with the tail. So this is really just meant to look good in just, you know, very few angles. Not every angle is going to look good. This doesn't look so good. Just looks like a really fat tail. This looks good, but you know, not very many angles. This is going to look nice. I think the best mode of this is robot mode, which is why I wanted to just save this for last, just so you guys can be impressed with robot mode and then just really see how not so good the dinosaur mode is. But it does have the feature, the LED feature. Let's go ahead and shut the lights off again. And then you got the little tab back here. Now the tab is supposed to open his mouth also, which it does. There you go. And it lights up the Autobot logo right on his forehead, and that little line going down his nose lights up his eyes, and it really does look like a glowing fire effect. Let's see if we can check out the inside of his mouth. So it's not too bad. It's actually pretty good, you know, effects wise, and the batteries are included, which is nice. Now if you needed to change the batteries, it's simply a matter of taking the screw off, which is nice because some toys they have built-in batteries and you can't change them, and you're pretty much screwed once the battery runs out. But this allows you to have many years of fun. Now we can go ahead and have some fun with Grimlock here. He's got the holes here on the side of his leg. You can go ahead and attach the sword there like that, and if you wanted to, you can put the shield there. I don't know what the shield is going to do him any good there on the side, but it helps, I guess. And yeah, so look at that. So you can actually put the weapons on the side. And having said that, guys, this is pretty much the end of this Grimlock review. So if you have any questions or comments, maybe there's something I left out, please leave them below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.